Okay, so a few days ago, I posted a short saying that I earn dollars working from home and being a single mom dito sa Pilipinas. And today, I'm going to answer all of the questions that I told in my shorts. The real numbers, the real rates, real expenses, that's it. I think every Filipino freelancers deserves to know what's actually possible. Not just the success story, but yung buong picture. So grab a coffee and let's get into it. A quick background, I'm Sharon, a web designer, developer based in the Philippines. I'm a math graduate, major in computer science. I'm a single mom, and everything I earn, I manage on my own. So I built websites for clients in Australia, US, UK, and nahanap ko yung aking first client through onlinejobs.ph. So no agency, no referral, profile lang, tsaka tuloy-tuloy na pag-a-apply. Ganon. So last time I talked about how I got started in my last video. Yung link for that video is I'm going to put down below. But today, it's all about the money side. So, tara! A quick Okay, so let's start with the beginning. Because doon ang tunay na kwento. When I landed my very first Australian client through onlinejobs.ph, my rate was like, I think, $5 to $6 per hour. That's in USD. So, US dollar siya, hindi siya Australian. So, maraming Filipino freelancers ang nagsisimula sa $3 per hour. So, or even less. So, yung $5 to $6 per hour, hindi na ganun siya kababa. That's actually a decent starting point. But here's the thing that made it even more valuable to me. It came with flexible hours. So, my first job was like, ano siya, yung part-time siya, mga 5 to 6 hours ako nag-work sa client kong yun. Every single day. Syempre, walang weekend mo. So, walang pasok sa weekend. Pero it came with flexible hours. So, hawak ko yung aking oras. No fixed schedule. Hindi mo na kailangan lumabas, di ba? If kailangan mo lumabas, kunyari mag-a-attend ako ng anak ko, kayang-kaya kong gawin yun. And if kung gusto kong magtrabaho sa gabi, habang natutulog sila, pwede ko rin gawin yun. So when you compare yung wage na yon sa typical na 9 to 5 office jobs here in the Philippines, medyo malaki na yun kasi yung mga Pilipino dito, yung office worker dito, ang nag-earn sila ng mga 15 to 25,000 per month, even less pa, di ba? So, the $5 to $6 per hour working, kunyari, 8 hours ka nga a day, it's gonna be like $800 per month, which is roughly around 45 to 50,000 a month for the salary. So, ang kagandahan nun, I didn't have to commute, I didn't have to buy office clothes, hindi ako nagbabayad ng mga transportation, I was at home, present, and available for my kids. So, did I stay at $5 to $6 per hour forever? No, of course not. I built my portfolio and collected more testimonials. I became more confident in my skills. My rate started going up significantly, no? Para ba nangyayari yan? Of course, una, you keep leveling up. Every project, I push myself to do better than the last one. Then, I deliver every project like it mattered kasi mahalaga talaga siya. Even the smallest details or cheapest project, binibigyan ko ng buong effort yon. Then, pangatlo, I always ask for review after every project. So, para meron kang resibo na pwede mo pang ipakita sa future clients mo. And now, my rate has more than doubled from what I started. Because with experience, You don't sell you don't sell your time anymore. Parang magbebenta ka na ng mga expertise mo. At ayan ay mas malaking halaga. So this okay now this is the part that really changed everything for me. So I gained experience. I started getting web development projects, not just small hourly work, but full website builds from different clients. Now I get web development projects ranging from $1,000 to $2,000 per website o per website, hindi siya per hour na, no? Think about that for a second, and one project is 1,000 to 2,000 USD dollars. So i-convert mo yun sa peso, it's gonna be like 50,000 plus to 100,000 plus per project. So I'm not working for just one client, and may iba nga akong client from different countries, pero mostly US. Talagang karoon ako US, then Philippines as well. So imagine having two or three of those project in a month. Now, hindi ko sinasabing palaging itong ganito, ganyan. Sobrang maraming project. Hindi. Some months are slower and some months are really busy. Yung freelance life kasi, it's not fixed salary, no? You have to be ready for that. Pero on my part kasi, meron akong tatlong stable na clients. So I work for them for like 2 hours, 5 hours, to 4 hours per day. So silang tatlo ang pinagkukunan ko ng stable salary every month. So the other projects na nagpapagawa ng website is different pa yun. So I usually do that every weekend na lang. Kasi hindi ko sila pwede isingin sa weekdays ko. So, yun. So that's already more the yung kinikita ko is, if you compare to the most Filipino office worker, take home is like 4 3 months na sweldo nila, di ba? So okay. Okay, so how do I actually receive money from my international clients? Of course, there's a lot like what Wise, there's PayPal, ganun lang naman. So ibibigay mo lang naman yung bank account mo, and then sila na yung magpo-process naman. And diretso na yun sa account. Last thing I want to address, because lagi itong tinatanong, if freelancing actually worth it compared to regular job, my honest answer is yes. But only if you treat it as a real business. The people kasi who failed at freelancing usually the ones who don't build portfolio, don't ask for reviews, and yung mga sumusuko talaga if pag nakaranas sila ng mga rejections. The people who succeed in this kind of industry are those who treat every project like it matters talaga. Because your reputation follows you. Yung pagandahin mo yung portfolio, everything in freelancing is gonna be fine with you. Nagkakaroon ako ng mahinang buwan, na-stress ako din sa pera sometimes, but I've had I've also had months na where I earn more than I ever did in any office job, diba? And through all of it, nandito ako, present, available for my kids, walang commute, no office, politics, walang, hindi ka mag-ask permission to take your personal day. The freedom is worth more to me than any fixed salary. Last thing, if you're a Filipino freelancer just starting out or isa kang nanay na nagtatanong kung kaya mo ba ito, I hope this video gave you a real, honest look at what is possible. Subscribe for more real talk, and drop a comment po down below. I'd like to know your comments. If you have questions also, let's talk about it. Kita kits! Bye-bye!